Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of the YouTube world, CJ Rose's back in the building. Welcome back to the channel. Can you smell that? Can you feel that? Can you taste that? Can you hear that? Can you understand that? Yes. Wrestlemania is this weekend. We have arrived at the grandest stage of them all. We've arrived at WrestleMania, man. And listen, I'm hyped. I'm always hyped for the biggest show. Plus, it's 2 nights. So, I got wrestling for the whole weekend. Pfft, sign me up. Sign me up. Before we get into anything, I just want to say this one quick thing. Because I've been seeing a lot of things and it's been kind of aggravating me. So people have been saying that, this just because the WrestleMania build has been trash, WrestleMania is going to be trash. And that's my problem, right? That's my biggest problem. Because people automatically think just because the build up to WrestleMania has been trash, that the show is going to be trash. I don't care. I don't. Because I'm going to enjoy it regardless. I'm going to watch it regardless. It is what it is at the end of the day. But I'm going to post this question to you. You can answer in the comments. You can think to yourself. I could care less. Would you rather a bad build-up lead to a great show or a great build-up leading to a bad show? Because the thing is this. If you have this expectation that, okay, the build is going to be great, so it's because the build's great, the show's going to be great. The build-up's great, the show's going to be great, right? That's the problem. Why did you even exceed that expectation? Just walk into it with just normal thoughts. I hate people, bro. I swear to God, I hate people, bro. I hate people because they don't think, bro. People don't think. And it's frustrating, bro. It's because I'm just sitting here like, man. I'm going to give you one quick example. Triple H versus Randy Orton at WrestleMania 25. Back in 2009. Right? How was that build? Amazing. The build up to that match, amazing. How was the match? I rest my case. That's all I have about it, man. Listen. Just because a bad build-up doesn't mean the show's going to be bad. Get that out your mind. Somebody wrote that in my comments. Leave me alone after that. But it is what it is. Listen, man, we here. Let's just get the video started. As we said, WrestleMania 41 in Las Vegas is this weekend. We have arrived. We are here to talk about WrestleMania Night 1 on Saturday. Be 7 matches to the card. Let's waste no more time. Let's hop on to it. We just gonna get this out the way. We gonna get it out the way now. The first match we're gonna start off with is the master of the 619 WWE Hall of Famer, Rey Mysterio, as he goes one-on-one with El Grande Americano, or in English, the Big American. Listen, man. I said it in my preview video. This match could definitely be, this match should have been on Monday Night Raw. Like, literally, it should have been on Raw on Monday this week. It should have been. Because it makes no sense to be on a card. I'm being honest on that. No disrespect to Rey Mysterio. No disrespect to Chad Gable. But put this match on Monday Night Raw. This don't need to be on WrestleMania. You know what I'm saying? Or if you had the LWO versus American Made, I would have been fine with that on WrestleMania because that kind of makes some sense. But if we're gonna put this on the card, not much build. There's not been much build to it. It just feels weird, right? It feels out of place. I also said this might be my bathroom break. I ain't gonna lie to you, and I'm sticking to that. I'm really sticking to that. It might be my bathroom break. I ain't gonna lie to you. But amongst all that, I probably got Rey Mysterio winning. Rey Mysterio definitely getting a dub. His third WrestleMania win in a row. I think he definitely gets that. Yeah, because Chad Gable's been... Man, I don't know where Chad Gable been, but Chad Gable's been on a weird stretch of losses, or whatever the case is. You know, so I don't really see him getting a win here. I mean, technically he should, but I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But regardless of the fact, I got Rey Mysterio winning. By the way, I don't want to hear anything about, oh, it's not Chad Gable. Shut up. Shut up. Just shut up. I got Rey Mysterio winning. As we move on to the World Tag Titles on the line, as the New Day, Xavier Woods and Kofi Kingston take on the War Raiders. So this match actually happened 2 weeks ago. They had this title match on Monday Night Raw, and it ended up in a DQ because Xavier Woods came into the ring with a chair, was gonna swing it. Ivar took the chair and then proceeded to hit Xavier Woods with it, thus ending up in a disqualification. And after the match, the New Day almost injured Eric's neck, almost broke his neck. So security, people in the back, referees came to stop that, and that pretty much is what put this match on the card. So we got that. I said it before. The New Day are 12-time tag team champions. They are one of the greatest tag teams of all time. I feel they should not get another title run because of the fact that they have so many title wins already. But if you think about it, there is no other tag team on Raw that I would even put in a title match. There's nobody even ready for a title shot. And the New Day, they're not newly heel, but they've been heel long enough to where they kind of need a stamp on it. They need a stamp on this heel run, and winning the tag titles is probably the best way to go about it. So while I probably will not like the fact that New Day will get another title, I do agree that they should win this match. They should win at WrestleMania, because the funny thing about it is the New Day have not won a WrestleMania match ever. They've never won a WrestleMania match. Not once. Not once. This year, they need to break that cycle. They need to win a WrestleMania match. They never won. It's about time we fix that. The only time the New Day ever considerably won, and I wouldn't even count this as a New Day win, is when Kofi Kingston won the WWE title in 2019. But again, that wasn't even really a New Day win. That was more of a Kofi Kingston win. So amongst all that, still, the New Day collectively have not won at WrestleMania. Let's change that this weekend. The New Day, the new World Tag Team Champions. Moving on to Jade Cargill versus Naomi. The first ever women's match, the first ever one-on-one women's match to happen on WrestleMania with no stipulations and no titles on the line. Pretty special. This is a pretty special match, a pretty special situation, and of course, we can never forget. You just can never forget. You can try as much as you want to. You can't forget it. You know what I'm saying? You can't. It's impossible. So this started in November. Jade Cargill got taken out. Realized that it was Naomi after the Elimination Chamber. That Naomi was the one that attacked Jade. And here we are. Naomi's new slogan is proceed with caution. I don't know. I just feel like that was something I needed to say. I already said so much about this match. I said I got Jade Cargill winning, just for her to get her revenge. I also said Naomi could use a win as well. This will be Jade Cargill's very first one-on-one match at a PLE. And this is actually her first feud. So this is big for Jade Cargill. This would be Naomi's second biggest feud. Her second. I would say her first feud, her first big feud was against Sonya Deville a couple years ago. This is also Naomi's first one-on-one WrestleMania match. So most likely she's going to be looked at to carry this match. And I think Naomi can. I mean, Naomi has a lot of experience. He's been in big-time matches. So I think Naomi could definitely get the job done. But, jeez, I guess I got Jade Cargill winning. I do have Jade Cargill winning. Again, I wouldn't be against Naomi winning, but yeah, I pretty much got Jade Cargill taking the W. And hopefully this pushes her to bigger and better things. Maybe a United States Championship shot is in her future. Maybe, possibly. I'm not going to say the WWE Women's title yet. That's it's reaching a little too far. You know what I'm saying? So let's start small. So United States title. Yeah. Naomi could also, since she's healed, she could probably take on or try to get a shot at the women's title. Who knows? You know what I'm saying? I don't know. But wipe my hands with it right now. I got Jade Cargill with the W. Next up, one I'm looking very forward to. The United States title. As whose game is it? With everybody saying L.A. Knight. Yeah. As he defends the United States Championship against the man that's making his WrestleMania debut. I'm talking the Samoan werewolf, Jacob Fatu. Jacob Fatu beat Braun Strowman in a last man standing match to get this opportunity. Here we are. I feel with the situation between Jacob Fatu and Solo Sikoa, it either could play a part in this match or it can lead to a program. Pretty much what I'm saying is this, right? If LA Knight retains the title, let's say hypothetically, if LA Knight retains the United States Championship, I feel it could happen because Solo Sikoa decided to stick his nose in Jacob Fatu's business. And mind you, Jacob Fatu told Solo, don't stick your nose in my business. I will win with you or without you, right? So let's say Solo tries to help, screws Jacob. LA Knight retains. Jacob Fatu suddenly on SmackDown loses his ever-loving mind, starts tearing everything up, looking for Solo. They start talking, then they have a disagreement, and then boom, this leads to a Jacob Fatu versus Solo Sikoa program. If Jacob Fatu wins the United States Championship, Solo could walk in there and be like, yeah, my family got the United States title, And then Solo starts growing a little jealous because he sees that Jacob is becoming a bigger star than Solo ever could be. So now he's like, okay, I want what you got now. You are not bigger than me. You will never be bigger than me. I brought you here. I brought you in here. I can definitely take you out. Something like that. And then boom, we got a United States Championship program, which would help not only them, but the United States title. You know what I'm saying? Boom, you got something to build on, right? So that's kind of where I was going with it. And I'm gonna go with Jacob Fatu winning the United States title. I feel that's most likely gonna happen because damn, the way they're doing Jacob, man. Listen, I got that man walking into his first WrestleMania. and becoming a champion. Like, come on, bro. It's written in the stars. Like, I got the Samoan werewolf walking out with some gold. From the United States title to the women's title. As a 2025 Royal Rumble winner, Charlotte Flair will challenge Tiffy Time herself, Tiffany Stratton, for the WWE Women's title. This has been a very, God, I don't even know what to call this build. Like, geez, it's been a messy one. I'll tell you that. It's been a very, very messy build. It's been ugly at times. It's been hard to watch. But here we are. I said in the beginning, which I want to say I talked about this match, I think in February, when this was made. Was this made in February or March? It might have been March. I don't remember when Charlotte went up to Tiffany and asked her. I don't remember if it was February or March, but when this match was made, I kind of felt Charlotte was going to win because it kind of just seemed so academic at that point. Like, it's Charlotte Flair. Like, come on. Charlotte Flair just came back after a year being off. She wins the Royal Rumble. She goes to WrestleMania and wins the title. Like, that's kind of where I was leaning towards. But now that I think about it way more, I would actually love it if Tiffany Stratton walked into her very first WrestleMania as the women's champion. On top of that, walked in and win. But that would require Charlotte Flair to make Tiffany Stratton look good. And I don't know if Charlotte Flair is ready to do that as of yet. But then again, she made Rhea Ripley look good. So I think it's possible. You know what I'm saying? I think it's possible for Charlotte Flair to give up her pride and say, you know what? This woman right here is the future. I take one for the team, right? I take one for the team. I'm saying. But hey, I don't know. But my pick, I got Tiffany Stratton walking in and walking out champion. It would be great for Tiffany Stratton because her title reign at this moment has been pretty It's been pretty I don't know what to call it, but it hasn't been the greatest reign. Let's say that. It hasn't been the greatest. Ain't been much to talk about. So I got but this would make it better. So I got Tiffany Stratton retaining the women's championship. From the women's Royal Rumble winner to the men's Royal Rumble winner. As main event, Jey Uso, the 2025 men's Royal Rumble winner, challenges Gunther, the Ring General, for the World Heavyweight title. I ain't gonna lie to you. At first, this build was kind of standard. It was like, all right, you know what I'm saying? It's been pretty interesting, right? Was it 2 weeks ago? No, it was 3 weeks ago in London. Was that London? I think it was London. I can't remember, but I know it was 3 weeks ago. Gunther faced Jimmy Uso. 1-on-1. He beat him. Then after the match, he was beating him. Jey Uso came out. Then Gunther attacked from behind. Zip-tied Jey Uso to the ring. Or to the ring rope. And then he watched Gunther beat the holy hell out of Jimmy to the point Jimmy Uso was cracked open. My man was bleeding like a stuffed hog, bro. Jimmy bleeding all over Gunther. Gunther wiping the blood Gunther wiping the blood of Jimmy Uso all on him. Then the next week, Jey Uso comes out. No yeet. He ain't yeeting. All black. Focused. He told Gunther to his face, I'm not scared of you anymore. Instead, I'm going to go to WrestleMania. I'm going to whoop your ass. And I'm going to become the World Heavyweight Champion. And I'm going to do it for my family. I'm going to do it for Jimmy. And I'm going to do it for me. Then this past Raw, Gunther responded, flustered. He just rattled, all that, right? Which leads me to think that maybe Jay wins 100%. But then I think about Survivor Series, where if you remember Survivor Series, where it was Gunther versus Damian Priest, that build had Gunther looking weak. Like, Gunther looked weak heading into Survivor Series. Then when the match came, Gunther dominated. 100%. That man dominated that match. So now I'm kind of like, you kind of have to make Jey Uso champion at this point. Like, you kind of have to do it. Like, you can't. You've been pushing this way too long. It's time. Just give him his moment. Just call it a day. Like, just call it a day. Give him his moment. Boom. And that's what I'm thinking. I think Jey Uso gets it done. My only problem is, how can Jey Uso beat Gunther? He's faced Gunther 3 times and have lost all 3 times. So now it's like, what can Jey do to beat this man? Hopefully he brings out something new in the arsenal. Hopefully he brings out some new moves. As I said before, he may have to spam. Might have to spam super kicks, spam spears, spam splashes, whatever you got to do to beat Gunther. That's what you're going to have to do. That's what you're going to have to do. So right now, I got main event Jey Uso winning the World Heavyweight title. If Gunther wins, we'll talk about it. we'll discuss it. But for right now, I got Jey Uso walking out World Heavyweight Champion. Yeet. All this leads up to the main event. Triple threat action. We have the visionary, the revolutionary, Seth Rollins. We got the tribal chief, the head of the table, the big dog, the OTC, Roman Reigns. And then we got the best in the world, CM Punk, with the wise man, Paul Heyman, in his corner. Well, how did we get there? Well, CM Punk in Chicago on SmackDown said that his favor to Paul Heyman was that he accompanies CM Punk in the main event of WrestleMania, because that's kind of what was projected a decade and change ago, that Paul Heyman would accompany CM Punk in the main event of WrestleMania. That time has come, and here we are. Seth Rollins entering his second straight WrestleMania in the main event. CM Punk entering his very first WrestleMania main event. While Roman Reigns is entering his, 10th or 11th? Like, 10th or 11th. Mind you, his, 6th straight main event? Roman Reigns has been in the main event of WrestleMania straight since 2021. It's nuts. It's ridiculous. But Roman Reigns is once again in the main event without his wise man. This will actually be the first match since he became the head. Well, his first WrestleMania since becoming the head of the table without Paul Heyman in his corner, which is going to make for interesting dynamic, because CM Punk is Paul Heyman's best friend. Roman Reigns Paul Heyman is CM Punk's best friend. He's Roman Reigns' wise man. And he owes Seth Rollins a favor. Don't know what that favor will be, but I feel like it may come to pass at WrestleMania, but I don't know. Only time will tell. But here we are, 3 of the biggest names in WWE today, 3 of the biggest names somewhat in history. All duking it out in the main event. I thought that I don't got Roman Reigns walking out winning. I don't. He might have to hit his second straight WrestleMania loss. That's what I was thinking. I'm still kind of on that. I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't think Roman Reigns wins this match. So it's either between Seth Rollins and CM Punk. I kind of have CM Punk winning, kind of. But I guess it depends how the match goes. Because if Paul Heyman does screw Punk and Roman, then yeah, Seth Rollins definitely takes this. But I don't know what part Paul Heyman plays. Because Paul Heyman has pretty much an invested interest in all 3 of these men. Right? So it all depends what part Paul Heyman plays and what he does that will dictate this match. So right now, by default, I got CM Punk winning. By default. And that's just how I'm going about it. Again, if Seth Rollins wins, all right, we'll talk about it. If Roman wins, again, we'll talk about it. But by default, I got CM Punk taking the win. And that was my WrestleMania Night 1 predictions video. A lot longer than I thought it would be. But hey, we here. You know what I'm saying? We are here. WrestleMania Night 1 is this Saturday, 7 p.m. But before we even get there, we got NXT Stand and Deliver at 1 p.m. I think that might run for about 3 hours. And then by 4 o'clock, we got the pre-show for WrestleMania Night 1. Probably want to watch that. I think the playoffs will be going on, so I'll probably be watching that definitely before I watch WrestleMania. So once that comes, I'll be home. So once it's over, we'll review it, things like that. I was going to try to live stream it or live reaction, but I'm sitting there like I don't think I got the space for it. So, I mean, it is what it is. But until then, it's been Rose, man. Thank you for watching. Thank you for all love and support as always. See y'all tomorrow because I got to do WrestleMania Night 2 prediction video. So until next time, peace, love, 100. Yeah.